Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome in to your weekly charm reading with Charm by Jess or Charm Readings by Jess. This is your weekly reading for the week of April 8th, the solar eclipse, new moon, all of that stuff. Lots of big energy going on. What exactly it is, I don't know. Astrology confuses me, so unfortunately, that's stuff that you're going to have to get elsewhere. I'm sorry. I try to understand it, and every time I get a little bit, it just confuses the heck out of me. So, anyway, bear with me. If you're new here, welcome in. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with us. If you returning, thank you for your continued support. I love having you all here. This is charm reading for the week. We go over general energy. Because this is a general reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone else. The charms here, if there is something that has a specific meaning to you, take that as an affirmation, confirmation for you specifically. Ask for guidance from our spirit guides, creator, ancestors, angels, archangels, for our week ahead. Let's just take a look at what's going on as we embark on this long journey of this week. See what's coming up for the general words are failing me. For the greatest good. The collective, that was the word I was looking for. All right, so we got a lot just kind of centered in the middle, which is very interesting. So these two energies, I'm going to say, are centerpieces here. I'm going to scoot some stuff out so we can see better what's going on. If any of you had a specific yes or no question, the Pisces energy there was more in the yes, and we have also Aquarius that was sort of in the yes as well. That's interesting. There's a letter stuck in that. What is that? An A. So we'll get to that also. And then the koi fish down here. Interesting. So, I'm going to separate these two charms so we can talk about them as they lie. So let's go ahead and dive in. The two charms that came out in the center, those are kind of charms that we talk about influencing all of the rest of the areas. So we have the owl in reverse taking flight. Owl typically represents inner wisdom, and in flight, using that inner wisdom to guide our actions. Because he is in reverse here, that's letting us know that we're not using our inner wisdom to guide our actions. And oftentimes that means we're letting other outside influences really guide where we're going instead of trusting our instincts, following our intuition. We're looking outside of ourselves for those kinds of guidance. And then we have the stars. So this is like the night sky. On the reverse of that is actually a little bird. We have the crescent moon, some wind, and a little bird singing on the branch. But, on the flip side of that is all of these stars. And the message I heard was, wish upon a shooting star. So really the energy there is just focusing on your dreams and goals and where you see yourself. So setting the intentions this week for your future, where you're headed, really be clear about where you want to go. Dream big. I just heard that too. Dream big. Your current energy with the koi fish, even though he is in reverse, because it is that gold color, which represents that wealth, Kois represent too, like prosperity, overcoming, um, longevity, luck, wealth, all of those things. So this is the energy that you're projecting out into the world. So a lot of you are really having this energy of just feeling like good things are coming, which is really a great energy to be putting out there. Inner self, this is the energy that we feel for ourselves right now. Um, it's interesting that it's infinite love, but it's upside down. So the message I'm hearing there is there's that potential for infinite love. Like you have it, you know that there's the potential to love yourself infinitely, but there's something that maybe a practice that you haven't put in place that you could really practice that could really intensify that. So you know you have love for yourself, but there's something that's kind of holding it back from really being something that you trust and believe in kind of across the board all the time. So maybe this week is a really great week to go on a self-healing journey or a self-love journey to kind of bring that back in and really intensify that. We also have a bunch of astrological stuff straddling the inner self and contributing factors. So let's take a look at those. The first is Pisces. So the Pisces energy is a water energy, so fluid. It also has, water is a lot of emotion, so you might be feeling really emotional. It's fluid, so we're kind of in tune with others. So I don't know if, let me rephrase that. So the Spirit is really saying that this week you're feeling extra in tune with other people and kind of able to, even though you're feeling very emotional, you also are in tune with others' emotions too. Just watch out that you're not putting that all on yourself, like getting into this, where the inner self or the self-love piece comes in. Make sure that you're not getting into that self-blame. Like if they're responding emotionally to you, trying to take blame for that. Um, you also have the Virgo energy, which is a really hardworking energy, very practical. Um, so that's a great energy to have for this week too. Although, coming in sideways, you don't want to be too practical when setting these big dreams, right? And also our intuition often isn't incredibly practical either. And those two energies also set up for this contributing factors, as well as the Virgo, which will lead to our issues at hand. So our Virgo energy is an earth energy. Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh. Wow. So we have double Virgo and they're right on top of each other. So really that is a heavy, I was like, why am I saying this wrong? But no, I'm not. Man, you are like work, 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 work this week. Holy jeez. Um, and maybe you're kind of just so focused on that that you kind of lose sight of other things, which is possibly why this eagle is upside down and also like flying inwards. Is like you're so focused on work and this earth energy. You're so grounded that we kind of forget to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, spread our wings, fly a little bit. Like, whew. Yeah, you just kind of got this like really heavy energy, and then the Aquarius too is the opposite of that. You've got the air energy, so that's more of, even though it is a logical energy, it's more of that connecting humanitarian, a social piece of it, which makes sense, with the Pisces energy there. They're kind of more of um, air and water. They're more of the outward, connecting social piece of things, whereas the Virgo is very much that practical, down to earth side of things, and then the air with the eagle that's soaring. And the Aquarius too is upside down. So there's something about like you're missing connections here. Um, you're just so caught up in this hardworking spot that you're almost like you're missing the connecting to others and your higher self and your intuition. You're sort of so grounded that you're not able to take a step back and really soar this week. Just even the eagle is like looking down. He's pointed downwards instead of flying free and up. So the other side of that is a quite colorful piece, just so you can see that too. Issues at hand, we have the lighthouse, which is shining your light, being the guide for others. That also is in reverse, pointing downwards. So you're really, again, I feel like what I'm hearing is just so focused on yourself and just like what's right in front of you, that you've kind of forgotten the bigger picture, the bigger purpose, the bigger your bigger calling, which has this broader impact and this ability to guide other people in this beautiful way. And you're kind of like you're holding that in. Oh, I forgot there's the A that's attached to that lighthouse too. I just heard anger, like um, anger or apathy were the two words that just popped into my head. And maybe that's kind of holding you back from wanting to shine your light, as you've just been so angry and frustrated with things that it's making you not want to share with others. You just don't have like clam it all up and just put your head down and just go. Which is interesting, and that others involved is like not really a thing, and it's also interesting to me that the resolution, there's nothing really there either. Um, Curious, but your actions to take. Um, you have this illusion of a bird that's caged, but if you can see that charm, the bird is actually outside of the cage. So the action that you're being called to take is step out of your limitations. What you perceive as something holding you back is not actually there. So make sure you step out of those limiting beliefs and take some risks this week. Really break free from what you think is holding you back, because it's not really. Like, that's all in your mind. Make space for some transformation with the butterfly. We're constantly evolving and transforming, and it's not really an end game. Even though, the butterfly is that final stage of transformation in the life cycle of a caterpillar, of a butterfly. But like, as far as the journey of a monarch, like, one butterfly's life journey is to lay the egg. There are 3 or 4 generations it takes to get from the butterflies who hibernate to the ones who get up to North America and back down. So like, there are 3 or 4 generations that like make that journey to get back. So it's very, the point is that that's only one piece of your journey, but like, make sure that you are Sorry, that was like a long, long explanation. Um, yeah, just make sure that you're focused on giving space for that transformation to happen. And right now, like, you're so, again, so focused here on this hard work that you're kind of forgetting all of these other pieces. You're forgetting your intuition, you're forgetting your dreams, you're forgetting your purpose of shining that light. You're letting other things block you, like that self-love piece, even though outside you're projecting like everything is great, like you have this prosperity and wealth. um, Things are looking a little tough. You know what I mean? Like it's just an interesting energy. So um, that's where our charms are leading us. So thank you, Spirit, for that, and thank you all for joining me for that portion of our reading. We're going to go ahead and pull a card for this week as well. If this reading resonates with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. I'd love to hear, what you're calling in for this eclipse season and new moon. What seeds you're planting. Uh, and just let me know how things are going for you this week. And if you'd like an individual reading, I'm going to put the links in the description box below as well. So you can do that. Oh, got one that flipped around. Okay, so your card for the week, Peacock, raise your standards, so don't settle. And I think that really goes nicely with this, the stars. Don't set your expectations so low. Really, during this cycle, dream big, set your expectations high, and you can really achieve that. So beautiful. Thank you all for joining me again this week. I hope you have an amazing week. I know there's been a lot of heavy energy going around, so take a deep breath. You got this. Thank you all. Much love, much light. Namaste.